What's up, you guys? My name is Tori and thank you for coming to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to do this easy and fun smoky eye look. This look you can go out on the town with your girls, go on a date with your boo, go to a party, or just, you know, stay at home and just look beautiful and stuff. Before you continue watching this video, if you would hit the subscribe button and then hit the little bell right beside it, that way my next video that comes up, it'll notify you just like that. So yeah, subscribe and hit the little bell and continue watching this video, that way you can see how I get this look. Okay. So what I already did first was wash my face. You want to wash your face before you do any type of makeup because you can get breakouts or anything. I know I have a few, but that's girl problems. So I went ahead and washed my face. You also would really need to wash your hands while you do makeup, because you're going to do a lot of touching your face, and that can also lead to breakouts. So you want to go ahead, wash your face, wash your hands, and then what you're going to do is you're going to put primer on your face. Today I'm going to use Maybelline's Master Primer. This one really reduces redness. You see how my cheeks get really red. And so I want to go ahead and put that on my face. So you're just going to like press it on your face and you just go all over. Okay, so another thing I like to do is I like to conceal like all the redness, the bumps, things like that before I put my foundation on. That way it kind of clears up a lot of that redness. So I'm going to use the Maybelline Master Conceal. It is 10 Fair because, you know, this girl's like white as Casper. So it comes in a little thing like that. And what I like to do is just kind of, you don't want to put a lot on the little bump like areas because you're going to put foundation on, but kind of just dot them like on top, and then you're just going to blend them in with a beauty blender. I know I got a lot of bumps, so there you go. And then you just blend them out. Yep. Alright, so now it is time for the foundation. I'm going to use NARS. This is the Mont Blanc. And I'm just going to get my beauty blender. And I'm going just to go all over my face. And if there's any, if it doesn't cover a lot of it, you just put another coat on there. So let's put probably a little bit more than like a little squirt. And you just go all over your face. Okay, so another thing with putting foundation on, you do not want to start, you do not want to end like just right here, because it will look like you got a mask on. And girl, you do not want to look like you got a mask on, because say if your neck and your foundation don't match, I mean, they're gonna be trying to say, girl, take your mask off, and you'll be like, what mask? So just go all over your face, and don't do this kind of thing. You don't want to do this. You just do a little, just beating the foundation in your face. So that's all I gotta do. Okay, so after you put on your liquid foundation, what I like to do is put on a dry foundation, like a powder foundation. That way it just kind of sets your face. It's like a setting powder, but it also gives you that matte finish. So I'm going to use the Hello Flawless, and I'm going to do the Ivory, because you know your girl is still Casper the Friendly Ghost. And the brush that I'm going to use is the Eco Tools. It looks like this. It has a brush like this, and it's pretty nice. I really like it. So you're just going to get enough, and you're just going, you don't want to like brush it. You kind of just want to set it on your face. So you just like kind of press it on, just like you would like a beauty blender. You just go all over your face, and I really like to use this around my eyes. If you get foundation, like really like under your eyes, and definitely in the corners of your nose, because that's where I get really oily, and it just smudges, and I just really don't like that. I don't like a smudgy, cakey look. So yeah. Okay. Yep, so we're just going to put it all over your face and your neck where you put the foundation. Okay? Put all over your face. And there we go. Looking good, girl, looking good. Alright, so now we have got the primer. We have done the liquid foundation and the powder foundation to kind of set that liquid foundation on your face. So now we're going to do the concealer under your eyes, so you don't have them black circles under your eye, because I know for sure I do have them, especially this one, because I did get a black eye a couple months ago, and it just has not gone away. So I really need to have that concealer with me. So the concealer I'm using today is also Maybelline. It is the Master Conceal. I did use this on my bumps earlier. It is the Fair, and it is shade 10. So what you're going to do is I'd usually dot it up under my eye, and you go on the side of your nose and make this little triangle, and you go up, and I do this little zigzag kind of thing in the middle. You want to do the other side the same. Okay. Go, and then you just blend it out. What this beauty blender I really like is it has this, it doesn't have a pointed end. Like this one has that, and it has like a pointed end, but this one has a straight end, and it gets inside your nose. Oh, I just love it. It also gets under your eyes really well. So it just covers under your eyes and around your nose really, really well, and I really, really like it. Yep, so you're just going to just blend this in just like you would foundation, but you just want to keep it just around the eye. So just like press it in around the same area. And the other one, I just, on this side, I use it just to help blend in those spots. So let me get both sides done, and then we'll go on to the next step. So after you conceal your eyes, another place you need to conceal is right on the forehead. So you just kind of make this 3 little line. You don't have to be big, because you don't really want a lot. And you just go down your nose. This is like just where light hits spots on your face, and it just brightens them up really well. So your chin, little forehead, and down your nose. And you just blend that in. Okay, so after concealing under your eyes and on your forehead and nose and chin, you want to set that because you don't want any creases under your eye in case you do any like squinting. You see those little lines. If you just leave concealer under your eye and without setting it, it just leaves those creases and it just looks like oily and sweaty, and you do not want that. So I am using the Maybelline setting powder. It is the Fit Me, and it's really, really good. I really like that. It is, oh, let me show you the shade. It is shade 10, Fair Light, because you know, Casper the Friendly Ghost. And you can also use your beauty blender with doing this, especially because it is moist. Oh God, I do not like that word. Why did I just say that? But your beauty blender is damp from wetting it before you do your makeup. Always put water on your beauty blender and make your beauty blender wet, because it doesn't soak up any product, and it doesn't blend really well on your face. It just stays there and it doesn't look good. So you just put the setting powder literally like all over where you put concealer. So while you have your setting powder on your face, you want to go ahead and just contour your cheekbones. Today I'm going to use the Smashbox. I've been using this for a while. I really like it. It has, you know, eyeshadow, contour, conceal, eyebrow powder, and it looks like this. So you definitely know I use this stuff a lot, so it is really good. Let me get my brush and pour it out real quick. So the brush I have, it is an RT brush. It's very pretty, and you know I love purple. It is a 303, number 303 if you wanna, you know, go get it. And I do the lighter shade. I go ahead and do this shade right here because I am fair skinned, and the dark contour, the actual contour, the light shade is more like a blush, not a blush, a bronzer kind of color. But because I am light skinned, I go ahead and just do the lighter contour. That way it just doesn't look too much. You want to look pretty natural. So what you're going to do is kind of go on top of the powder, and you're going to do the cheekbones. You kind of want to go up and do this kind of 3 shape. And you're going to do the other side the same way. Okay, so now that we've got the contouring out of the way and we brushed the setting powder off, we're going to work on the nose. This just helps just shape your nose and makes your nose look really good. So we're going to go back into that Smashbox palette that I had before, and we're going to do the same color as the cheekbone contour. And I'm also going to use the brush that came with it. It is the Smashbox brush. It comes with two ends. You have the brow side because it does have a brow colors in them. It has the light and it has the dark. So if you got the palette, it will have the brow brush, and it has a shadow brush. I use a shadow brush to help with the nose. So I'm going to go ahead and do just like a little bit, like tap it just a little bit, and going to go on the side of my nose. And then I'm just going to go in the front just a little bit. So you want to go up to your eyebrow and just go all the way down and just blend it in on the side of your nose. Just go to the point, down, and we're going to do the same side. The same thing on the different side, sorry. And you just want to just do the little triangle at the little tip right there. And just blend it in. And you see, we can't really see, but yeah, there's like a line right there. I usually just put a little bit of that darkness right there, the contour. And then what I also like to do is go and get the powder concealer and just put it like right in the middle and kind of go up where I did put the setting powder and the concealer, the liquid concealer on. And you just want to go down your nose, and it just highlights the middle. So yeah, but we're going to do it. Okay. Alright, nose is looking good. Okay, so before I get to my eyes, I'm going to go ahead and highlight under my eyebrow. That way it's already done, and then I don't have to worry about that. So I don't have to worry about messing up any of my eyeshadow. So I'm going to go and brush out my, my eyebrows. Just kind of like want to fix them up just a little bit. That way we know where to put the concealer. Okay. And then I have a slanted brush. Okay. And then you're just going to go under you want to do it on both sides. Alright, so after you go ahead and put concealer or just brighten up the under your eye, just helps shape your eyebrow. You want to go ahead and prime your eyelid. This just helps and allows your eyeshadow to stay longer all day. So I'm going to ahead and use the Morphe eye primer. And is the translucent, sorry, I cannot talk. And you just put it, and you can use your finger to do it. And you just go all over your eyebrow, your eyelid. I cannot talk today. Alright, so now we're going to do the eyes. We're going to do the eyes with the Naked3, and this palette has more of the natural looks, so it looks like that. So it's not too colorful, it's not too bright, it just gives a more natural, it's just more natural colors. So we're going to go ahead and start with a base. So I'm going to go in with Strange. It's this white color right here. And I'm just going to just get a little bit of it and just go on my eye. And this way it'll just, it'll kind of just set that primer that I put on my eye earlier. All right. And now I'm going to use another fluffy brush. You can use about any fluffy brush. And we're going to go in and do the crease. So we're going to go in with Nooner. It's this brown color right here. And we're just going to go along the crease. Also with going and doing the crease, or even like just blending your eyeshadow on your eyelid, you want to hold your hand a little bit away. You don't want to hold it so close because it will like have a really harsh like line. You want it to look all blended. You don't want to have that line and just, you know, it just doesn't really look that good when it's not, doesn't have that blended look. All right, so now that the crease is done, we're gonna go in with a little bit darker color. We're going to put it more in this area and then in the corner and just buff it out. That way, you know, we're gonna do kind of like just a natural, it could be like a smoky look too. But you wanna just pat it and make like a little, you don't wanna just go sideways. You kinda wanna do a little cat eye-ish, kind of like a wing. That's what you're gonna do. You wanna do like a wing. You can also, like beginning to doing makeup, you can like, you can do your eyes first, or, you know, with doing your eyes first, you can use tape. That way it doesn't mess your face makeup, but tape just helps you have that line if you're beginning to do makeup. And you don't really know, like if you feel like you're just gonna mess up on the outside, like you just feel like you're just gonna get a mess on your eye, then you can go ahead and it'll just look really clean. But all you have to do, I mean, you know, the more you practice, the more, you know, you get the hang of it. But yeah. Okay, so I did forget to tell you the little bit darker color is this brown. It's called Factory, and it's this brown color right here. Now I'm going to go a little bit darker. You don't have to go a little bit darker, but I am. I mean, you can just stop where it is, but if you want to go a little bit darker, we're going to go ahead and do Dark Heart. And it's this last one. It's like a little bit darker brown, a brownish, almost black, and you just do like a little bit at a time. You don't want to do a whole lot. So I just I just put like a little bit. And you just want to just press it in and then just blend it into your eye. Just blend it into every other color, and then that way it'll just have this blended look. So like with dark colors like black and dark browns and things like that, it just takes time to like blend it in. It is a process. So you want to, you don't want to like a raccoon, because what girl wants to go out looking like a raccoon? So, Alright, so now that we got all the dark out of the way, we're going to go back ahead and go back with the same brush, just another fluffy brush. And we're going to go and do this pink color. This is like pink color, it's called Buzz. It looks like that. And we're going to put it right on the lid, like right here. And we're going to put it in the spot, where we didn't get to. Sorry, my nose all up in your way. Like, sorry, my face is like right up there in the camera. But your girl gotta see. Gotta see what I'm doing. Y'all know. Alright, so after we go ahead and do that pink color, we're going to highlight the top area, and we're going to do the inner corner, and we're going to do the dust shade, and this is a little bit lighter pink. Okay, and we're going to just put it right there. Okay, the other eye. Alright, so now that we're done with the harder part, which is the eyelid and blending and everything like that, we're going to do the lower lid under the lower lashes. And we're going to use a smaller brush. And we're going to go back into that lighter brown right here. And we're just going to go right under the eye. This way, it just has a line for the darker part, which we're going to go a little bit darker, but this just gives an outline of like where to go. Alright, so now that that lighter color is done, we're going to go into that factory, that that dark brown, and we're going to go right over that. Alright, so now that that's done, we're going to go back and we're going to use the fluffy brush, and we're going to use that base color that we used, that strange, it was this white color, and we're going to just use just a little bit, and we're just going to blend this out, just buff it out, that way it's just not so dark, and it just brings it down just a little bit. So, I really thought that the hard part was over, but it's not. We have to do the cat eye. And, practice makes perfect. The more you do it, the more easier it gets. Sometimes we all still kind of struggle, but your girls, we gonna do it. We gonna learn today, okay? And I might screw up, but it's okay, because we are free to fail. And that's all I gotta say. We is free to fail. Do not be scared to, to try anything new. Like, don't be scared to do any makeup, even though you think it's hard. Yes, when I first started doing makeup, it was so hard. But we are free to fail, and we are free to make mistakes, and you know, practice makes perfect. Alright, so the hard part is done. So wing liner does tend to be kind of difficult just because, you know, you feel like you're going to make a mess, or you feel like you've made them too thick or too thin. You just want to even them out, and then you feel like you just need to just do your whole eyelid black. But like I said before, you know, people with beginners, they feel like they just need to have that perfect look. Or have that clean finish. You can also use that tape and keep it on there while you do your liquid eyeliner. That way you can just go along the line, along the tape, and you can also go over. That way you feel like you can, you know, you make your lines even, and it'll have that clean finish. So when you take it off, it'll have that clean cut, and it'll look really good. So now that we are done with that, we are going to work on eyelashes. So we're going to curl the eyelashes. I know I have pretty long eyelashes already, but curling them just makes them a little bit fuller when you go and put your mascara on, especially when you go and put false lashes on. So go ahead and use a eyelash curler. And I use a Revlon. You can use any eyelash curler. So we're just going to curl these lashes. So now that we have curled the lashes, I'm going to put the mascara on. I use the Covergirl Clump Crusher mascara. You can use any. This is just like my favorite one, just because, you know, I don't like my eyelashes having all those clumps, and you know, a lot of people who have shorter or smaller eyelashes, they tend to do more and more layers of mascara, and that just leaves them too clumpy for me. And I like them to be full and, you know, not clumpy. So we are going to put those, put the mascara on. Okay. Alright, so now since we got mascara on, we are ready for those false lashes. I'm using the Kiss lashes. You can use any type of lashes you feel like, which brand. I mean, today I'm just going to use Kiss. So what you would like to do is, you know, with your lash, you want to go ahead, before you put any glue on, you want to go ahead and kind of trace, like put the lash on where you want to put it, and measure out and see, make sure that the length of the lash is good. You don't want them too long, because they'll just be hanging on each side and it just doesn't look good, and it'll just irritate your eye. Alright, so I got the lashes done and a little bit fuller now. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some black eyeliner on the waterline. That way the eyes will be done. Alright, eyes are done. So now we're going to go ahead and do eyebrows. So we're going to go and brush them out. I'm using the IT pencil, and it also has a brush at the end. We're going to brush that out, make them all even. You don't want to be looking all shagging them caterpillars. If you got caterpillars like me, you don't want all them, you don't want them going anywhere. So there's that. And what I like to do is just go and trace the outside, like on the bottom. And then go on the top. That way I have, you know, the shape that I want and everything like that. And then you can kind of go in the middle and kind of put some, because you know, a lot of times there'll be little gaps in your eyebrow and you want to have some color in there. And then once you do that, you just brush through that and make it even. So let me finish the other eyebrow and I'll be right back. All right, so eyebrows are done, and girl, let me tell you, these things, they're looking pretty good. So now that the brows are done, we're almost finished. So we're gonna go ahead and do the blush. It is the Milani Baked Blush, and it looks like this. It's very, very pretty. Let me open this up, because girl, let me tell you, this thing is, whew, like, oh my God. It has a little shine to it, like, you know, we all need that. It is Luminoso. That's the name of it. That's the shade. So 05 Luminoso. So we're going to use this brush. Actually, yes, we're going to use this brush. And we're just going to do like a little bit because it's very pigmented, let me tell you. And we're just going to go on the cheekbones and kind of brush, like blend it in. Now this kind of does have like a, besides it being a blush, it kind of does have a little bit of bronzerish kind of, you know, look to it. Okay, so now we're going to do my favorite part, and it is highlight. Okay, so, you know, if you like doing makeup, you know highlight is like the best thing ever. Okay, so we're gonna do the Tarte highlight. Let me just open this up, and you're gonna be like, oh my God, like these colors. So I'm going to use this color right here. I use this one a lot. And let me get my brush for it. Here we go. And this is the, it is rubbed off because I use it so much. But basically it's a fluffy brush. You want to get a, and you can use a wing. You have one of these brushes right here, like a fan brush. But I like putting a lot on there. If you like some highlighters. Like, ooh, girl. All right, so we are almost done with this makeup look, but first we have to set the face. So today I'm going to use the setting spray, the Morphe setting spray. This is like the best setting spray I've ever tried. Like I had this squirt setting spray and it was leaking and all that. It was just not good. This one is like, and it smells so good. Just hold on, just, oh my God. It is like, I don't know what it smells like, but it is so good. Like, oh my gosh. All right, so we are almost done with the makeup, and the last thing we have to do is lips, because you know your girl has to have some good looking lips, because you can't just go with good looking eyes and good looking face without good looking lips. Like, that just don't work. So today I'm going to use this liquid, well, it's not a liquid lipstick, but it's just a lip gloss, and the name of it is Real Her. That's what it looks like, and the brand is I'm Awesome, because you know I am, you know what I'm saying. So I think I got it in a FabFitFun box, and it was really nice. So you could probably get on Amazon or somewhere. I don't know, but I mean, the stick looks pretty good, and it's like a purplish color. And we're just getting this my lips on color. Alright, so now the makeup look is done. I'm going to go ahead and do my hair and get ready, and then I will be back with the final everything. Alright, y'all, so the final look is done. Your girl loves her makeup, her face. I mean, I always love my face, but hair, makeup, and everything is done. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I really hope that I got to explain some things that you didn't know. I know that getting to learn makeup the first time is pretty hard, and it's, you know, a learning experience. And yes, you know, you are free to fail, and there are times where you feel like giving up, or you feel like that, you know, what's the point in doing makeup when, you know, you don't know how to do it. Well, practice makes perfect, and you are free to fail. And once you succeed, you just want to keep on doing it. And I really hope that I really did teach you some things, because this is my first video and it was really fun for me, and I hope it was really fun for you. So I hope you really enjoyed this video, and continue to watch some of my videos too. I will put some more up later, but I will see you next time. Bye.